Hello everyone, Latsoya Gaming here. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about how to get to tier 70 in SLA as a free-to-play as fast as you can. So one of which involves one of this process involves RNG because you need the characters or like your hunters to be A10 or as high as possible for them to help you get the total power that you need to reach the tier 70. So first I'm gonna break it down the process. So one of which, like I said, would be your hunters A10, and then try to get their, or I guess any weapon, because the other thing you need to just use the highest power available, like swapping artifacts. Because as you can see here, to achieve the higher battle tier, so it's based on your team's highest power, is the total power plus the total power of your 3 highest level hunter plus the army shadow. Yeah, and yeah, it says here armory as well. Alright, so that's basically everything. And yeah, one of which to do in terms of the highest total power for the artifact. So one way to know if it's the highest is to check the highest score possible. But having or using or equipping the set artifact will still be one of the highest score here that you can have. So not just by equipping random things here. Like best would be 4 left, 4 right. And that's for the artifact. And for your core, so someone mentioned that the highest here would be what do you call that? Damage reduction, just for the TP sake. But the second one would be MP consumption, and this one is much more valid because you will either use them on some of your hunters if your reduction is low. So upgrading one set is fine. So let's see here, I have one for Kanai, and last time I used it for like this one for Meirei, but I've adjusted and sometimes I use the other types of core, like this for Light Cha and this is for Meirei. So magic reduction, MP reduction cores for the weapon, as long as you're using the highest type that would increase the hunter stats. Weapon you can borrow from others as well, and then pushing for the highest growth, and of course the copy, the level, and that will give you the highest soul power. So that's one way. The other is the armor shadows. So as you know, there's a trick here where you need to put everything into percentage. That'll help you boost your army power. And after that, it's just min maxing, like the weapons here. So it's gonna take a lot of traces, traces shadow, and then this one, which you either get from POD or buying it in the shop. And next would be their skills. So a good stopping point would be 7. Because going above 7 to 10, you're gonna need level 3 of this, and then a lot of the mana power extract. So 1 level, 1 mana power extract. And upgrading this will give you only this much. I'm going to give an example here. Let's see. I'll find something that's high level, maybe from this guy, 600. Always try to go for the highest damage. That way, it will help this shadow does a bit more damage. Alright, so I'll show you here. It's gonna impact this. That's 125. That's per skill. So 10 of that will give you 1000. That also means using 10 mana power extra. So buying this or getting this from places like right now they've changed to get in dungeons. That's one way. The other is buying in the, let's say here, celebrity coin. Though I don't recommend that. In guild shop, so those places are stable. Guild shop and farming in dungeon. And yeah, that's one other process here, pushing all skills to 7 and then just going above 7 little by little. If you have extra mana power crystal, mana power extract, and what else? Yeah, of course the growth as well. Though, of course, this is really low as well. Like example, 2909 2909. All right, I guess maybe not 2000. 2000 per skill. I guess some of them not 2000. Like this one's only 1900. I guess it depends. So if you want to min max, try to find out will give you the highest. For others that aren't 4, they're gonna give like 2000. So I guess that's good for that. To make sure you choose the one that will give you the highest. But either way, all of them you need to min max anyway. But for now, just choose which one's the highest and then move from there. So Army Shadow, next would be Armory. So Armory, best of this would be pushing to +7. All of this. So right now I've unlocked 17 and 17. So in total you need 18 SSR weapon, and all of this are 100. So this example, so for the cost of the last one, you need 40. I think it's more than 150 or 160 marks of 2. For the weapon, to give the most amount of points for the armory, so it only records above or up to A5, and then so it's A5 weapon plus the level. So if you can push above 100, then going slowly to 110, because going for 120 is kind of the same amount of materials as 110. But the unlocking is much more expensive because one uses 4. For 100 just uses 2. So using 4 on 2 weapon, locking, pushing to 110 will save you some materials, but will get you more points. But yeah, of course, still the idea is to push up to the highest, which is 120. And for the weapon, if you're gonna equip and increase your, if want to power boost SJW, so equipping 2 weapon like with A10 is the best to give you the power boost. And of course the level, if you wanna, if you can push it to 120, so 2 120 SJW weapon. Alright, so yeah, I guess that's about it. So Armor Shadow, Armory, and then your hunters. So a bit of a tip how to get those things. So one way is to maximize your resources by farming everything. Like in story, right now we have the expert. Like fusing all those materials, you need a lot of advanced crystal. So farming the expert mode will give you tons of advanced crystal and some other like weapon material. And I think a special, what do you call that thing? Like special to upgrade your weapon to 100 to 120 or 120. Yeah, you get some of it, not really a lot, but some of it. So farming materials is important as well. The gates to take advantage of events. Like right now, so there's no actually boost for the gate, but still the gate is part of the event currently. So you get some items from gate, Anchor, Dungeon, and Battlefield Chaos. And there's some okay materials here if you need them. Like traces, of course, and then this thing. So 3, 90. I don't think, if you're not gonna buy extra gates or dungeon keys would be enough. Total here is 12 days. And yeah, like I said, some or maybe a lot that are actually good, and just to be on the safe side, buy extra keys if possible. Like yeah, grinding for these things will really lead a lot, and you might not have enough for everything. If you're in a decent guild, you can buy extra keys here as well. I usually buy that even if there's no event. Gate keys, the traces, the stone. Yeah, dungeon keys, chaos key, mana power, WBL key. Yeah, but it's still gonna take a while, but if you managing your resources properly, you'll eventually get there. And also take advantage of these things. So this is one way for me to not do the blue gate, but essentially, this is really what you're farming for. I guess the other, if you get lucky and because in those blue gates you might get a chance to get this box, which would give you 100. though the chances are very low, and also I'm not farming in those anymore. I mean, once I got that, yeah, we should just go for red and the gold, because gold will always be important for upgrading hunters, for upgrading anything or buying anything. Right, so hopefully this quick guide helped you. It's Latoya Gaming, and have a great day, guys. Bye.